Hello there everybody, wee Paddy from across the shuck, and a very good welcome to you. A very good welcome, very warm welcome to you. This morning I've got a wee knife that a lot of people will not want to watch this review. A lot of people will disagree with what I'll say in this review, and that's fine. Please do say it as normal. Hold nothing back. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And if you don't want to watch, I fully understand. This is on a clone. It's not a knife I bought as a clone, but it's a knife that maybe budget people like myself have bought by mistake. Now, I've bought ones that I've chose to buy because there were knives that I wouldn't spend that much money on, or I couldn't afford to spend that much money on. And I mean, things have changed. Maybe I can now, but it's not that I haven't bought clones. I have. And I bought looky leggies and sort of half clones in it. So, there we go. That's my choice. But this one I didn't buy as a clone, and it's probably one of the best clones I've ever bought. I got it from GEARBEST, and GEARBEST call it a outdoor compact folding knife with no lock, black. This is a carbon fibre. Now it is black, granted. It has got a lovely lock up there, a back lock on it with an over travel stop and an insert. And it's a ZT, which is stamped all over it and made in the USA. Now, as it happens, I've gone, when I got this from GEARBEST, thinking, what the heck is that? So I went on and I had a look at a review, and it was a review from one of the big knife companies in America. And this knife, in every shape, form, seemed to be size as well, is, you could pass off as a ZT because it looks particularly like it. It's the same length, it's the same weight-ish, you know, within parameters that you would accept. If you didn't know you had one, it could be bluffed. So, for me, this is so good, this will not leave my collection. It will stay in my collection, and I'll maybe use it for size comparisons as a knife so that other people, if it's a big knife, I can bring this out and show it. I wouldn't want to, I'd be worried that this could be passed on. So I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. So that sort of tells you where my stance is. I don't mind buying something for me because it's for me. I wouldn't like anybody to buy something to pass off as something else. That I totally disagree with. It's dishonest and it's wrong. And you're either honest or dishonest. That's as simple as I get. I didn't buy this knife because I'm dishonest. I bought this knife, one, because it wasn't described as it was and you couldn't see any ZT markings on it. I didn't know what the knife looked like originally, so it was bought in mistake. But like I said, I have bought clones because I wouldn't afford to buy them, or maybe even if I had the money, I wouldn't want to buy them. But I bought them just as an interest sake or to show on the channel. So, I hope that's clear. It's about as clear as I can make it, clear as mud as I can hear you said. So what I'm going to do, because even on GEARBEST, even the measurements and the weights are all slightly wrong. So I'm going to go through that with you now. We'll run through quickly, and I'll tell you what I think of the knife. So let me just get this lined up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3/4. 8 3/4 long, roughly. And we'll do the old Metrica, which is about 22 centimetres. The blade length, 9.5 centimetres, which is 3 3/4. So she's a good big knife, solid big knife. Even across at the edge here, it's 4 centimetres, which is about 1 5/8 across the widest part of the knife. So, what's it like across the mill? Across the mill, across the back. Oh. It is 3/16 or 4mm. Again, good size, and it's not an overly heavy knife. I'm going to bring the scales up. I hope you can see that. They will go to grams. It is 150 grams, nearly exactly there. And in the real measurement, it is 5.29, so 5.3 ounces, which for an 8 3/4 heavy build knife, heavy build, that's a pretty good weight. What does it look like? Well, it's in front of you. It just looks like a ZT. That's all I can say. It looks like a ZT. It's got the same back spacer, which is beautiful, by the way. It's got the same clip, the titanium clip, titanium on the back here. I mean, it really is. I'm trying to think if I got a... oh, yes, I have. Look. No, I haven't. That's not... What's this? Let me just have a... There we go. I have a torch with a magnetic back. There you go. Sticking on the torch. This is not metal. Neither is that. It is on the pivot head. So it is titanium, I believe. I have no reason to doubt that that's not titanium and that's not carbon fibre. You even have the little space here to switch it over for left or right-handed carry, tip up only. It has all the ZT writing in the right places, even got the serial number. It says it's CTS 204P. I would very much doubt, it's, by the way, this is the ZT, it's the 0804CF. Oh, let me, yeah, 0804CF. Exactly that's on the real model. So it really does look it. Now, I have just got my first ZT. The little 450, and this is a real thing, the real thing, and I do know the man who gave it to me. This is the real thing, and I love it. Does this feel as good a quality as that? No, because this feels like a big knife. It doesn't feel like a small knife that's light, agile. This feels like a big work knife. Is it smooth? Is it comfortable? It's supposed to be on bearings. You know, it is. It just is. It's really a good one. So, you know, that detent ball, it is absolutely beautiful. Now, here's where I think the difference is. If I bring you up here, I have used this. Now, you can see the cuts and scuffs on it. It was particularly tough cardboard. It was quite damp and hard to do. In my last cutting test, I used some but the white stuff. Really good, and I gave it a real good going, and you can see that this was black, completely black when it came. The same as it is on top, it was there. After one going over, it seemed to go pretty grey, and it started to take bits off it. Now, I have oiled that and washed it, and it didn't take them marks away, and it didn't cover up much. You can see the way it's going light. Now, if you have a proper ZT, would you let me know if that's what it's like when you, after a good session on cardboard? I don't know. But again, I've used oil and wiped it off after I used the cardboard. Didn't remove them marks. You can see along the edge here, it is not chipping as such, but it is starting to unravel a wee bit. You can see it uneven, which wasn't there before I started. It came reasonably sharp. I give it a quick touch up with just my DC4, CC4, keep calling it the other thing, the CC4 to get an edge on it. Got a good edge on it. I cut the cardboard and the paper as I normally do in a test, which I've shown you now, and there was no problems. And it touched up pretty quickly afterwards again. I haven't given it, so I was going to just use an ordinary bit of paper, but I haven't given it a real good touch up, but I just want to let you see this is a big work knife. So even after a bit of work, it is still roughly cutting telephone paper. I mean, it's just gone through it, no problem whatsoever. I always like going slowly. I see people doing this fast, but I do it slowly, just to let you see that the knife has still got an edge on it after just a couple of wee strops afterwards. That's all I do, just to get it back again. So what do I think, and where is it going to fit in? To me, it's a great work knife. It's a big, heavy work knife. Now, I've got other ones, and of course I can use the other ones, and maybe better using other big ones because this is a clone. I don't know. I'll use it. I know I will. It's not going to go to anybody. It's going to stay in my collection, and I'll use it as a comparison knife, and that's it. It's a deer knife. It is not a cheap knife. And that's why I'm thinking, that's why I'm nearly sure that this is some sort of D2. Nearly sure it is, because the whole knife, you can see inside now, it's not milled out, because that's obviously full. If you see that, like, that's full carbon fibre. That's not a laminate or anything that, like Spider got a full. And that's exactly the same backspacer. Look how well this knife is finished. This is not a throw it together and get it out. Even the sign is exactly the same as you get on the real knife. The jimping. Look at the detail in that jimping. It is cut beautifully. I mean, it's not in the slightest bit offline, right the way down. It is stunning. Really, really nice. Just like the real knife. Every edge is rounded off. I can't find any major flaws in this whatsoever. The lock bar insert's fine. I mean, it's just everything is lovely. Down to the clip. Exactly the same as the real clip. Let me just do that. Great big lanyard hole right the way through there and through your backspacer. So, is it a good buy? This costs 50 quid at the minute, which is what, 50, what's that, about $65? 65, yeah, $66 maybe. I would bear in mind, this is me being honest now, I would bear in mind that the sales are coming on the 11th sales of Black Friday or whatever they call them. I would tend, it's not Black Friday, is it? I would tend to get on GearBest and see what it's like in the sale. To buy a copy for 50 odd, although I must admit it is a very good copy. It's a very good copy. It's a copy you could take to work. Say you do work on, I keep referring to it, but like building sites, or you're an electrician, or you're a carpenter. This is a great knife to have in your pocket, because you can batter this. This is a good ZT, overbuilt for work. For most work, this is overbuilt. So yes, 50 quid, rather than wrecking your big, maybe you have the ZT. Well, what about having this as a substitute to take it to work and batter and keeping your other one for good? I don't know. I just think it is, for the price and what you're getting, the materials you're getting, although we're still unsure of the blade, I don't know what it is. Can't say, but I think it's D2. Not sure. I think it's a good buy. Am I going to recommend it? No. I've decided now I'm not going to recommend clones, because you either buy them or you don't. I do. So I didn't purchase this, and I bought this under false pretenses, and that's my fear with the clones, that somebody will buy it and try and flog it on. I don't, and I know that, so I'm quite clear in my conscience. I'm buying this knife, or I got this knife, and it's now mine. So, thank you very much for watching. Gone on a wee bit long, but I felt that there was just little points I wanted to clear up there. This is my knife, it's not going to anybody else. And I'm honest, so I believe myself. Take care, folks. I'm away for a wee cup of tea. I'll the very best to you. Oh, by the way, don't forget now, there is a giveaway going on the channel. And I've already checked a few people. You have to be a sub to the channel. If I check and you're not a sub at the drawing, I will take you off and it will be redrawn to somebody else. So you must be a sub to the channel, and I must be able to check that. So there we go. Take care. Bye.